Guys, welcome to another episode of Thought Express. I am Rayless on the gram. We're gonna be getting into some social issues today. Make sure you stay locked in. We're gonna go around, introduce ourselves around the table, and then we'll get into it. Let's get it.
Hello guys, my name is Kelvin Ifo Jr. You could call me Big Daddy K. My Instagram is Kelvin Ifo Jr. and I'm locked in.
Alright, the name is Ohene, son of David. The Instagram is KO_FI_16.
I'm Steve O. The Instagram is underscore.
The name is Yao. Instagram is Wyattsdot.
Evans is my name. Coffee K. Spotify, Apple Music, Coffee K. Instagram, Coffee_K1.
Name is Yao.
What's up, y'all? My name is Prince. Instagram is Printimer.
Mickey, Instagram is on the screen.
Okay, so for today, one of the social issues we decided to tackle is the issue of generosity. And specifically, our topic for today is when does generosity become too excessive? We are going to be exploring the morning tipping dilemma and we'll branch off into other facets. For example, tipping culture has it gone out of hands, and what can we do about it? I do know this is going to be a very entertaining discussion, so feel free to leave your comments, your likes, your subscriptions in the comment section because we are live on the gram, and yes, let's get it. So, I would like to start off with a general overview of generosity. What are our thoughts about the concept or act of being generous? Thoughts, guys? Let's start with Steven right here.
I don't know, you just gotta be generous. It's kind of how we grew up. So being generous is just like a normal thing. Nothing different.
But if I said, what's the definition of generosity? What would you say to that?
It's kind of like your acts, everything you do. Not anything specifically. You just gotta be kind. That's what when you say generosity, that's what comes into my head. Nothing else. Generosity, it just equals being kind.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
I don't think it can be. It's something that it should be forced. Like you should be able to just do it willingly. You can't just say oh, give me this, and then be okay with it. So we gotta be come from the heart.
Gotcha.
If that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, I do agree with a statement. Generosity does come from the heart. You don't have to ask for it. It just
Okay.
comes naturally. And when people ask for you to be generous, you can either just deny the access to it.
Okay, so I appreciate all the comments from you guys. So now, just learning and hearing about what you guys have to say about it, we get to dive into a specific part of generosity. So indirectly, we have what has come to be the service industry, specifically as it relates to serving in the restaurants. And I know probably some of you may not know this, but servers or waiters, as people call them, make their living off of tips. They make their living off of serving people, and people in turn tipping them at the end of their dining experience. So now, let's start with this. Is tipping an act of generosity?
It's not. There's a lot of things into it. I think because when you go to Europe, when you're in Ghana, obviously we all from Ghana, but in Ghana tipping is not big. You know what I'm saying? I think the system here has set it up in such a way that the customers have to pay the workers, and it's not supposed to be like that.
Okay.
I feel like, for me personally, I feel like if I go out and from my heart, if I want to give you money, I'll do that.
Okay.
I'm a big tipper,
Okay.
but I'm just saying it shouldn't be like that, because now I feel like that system is forced onto people.
Okay.
And
So
There's been times where I went online and people would say, "Oh, if you can't tip me, don't eat outside.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It should be up to the company to pay the workers,
Okay.
right? And then if I just want to give you my money for doing a good job, cool, I'll do that.
So, in your mind, tipping is not an act of generosity?
Oh no,
Is
it
that-
is. It is. It is.
It is an
It
act
is.
of
It is.
generosity.
Of course, it is.
Okay. Noted. Okay.
I feel like he's trying to say it is, but it's like it's not. You know, like he said, it gotta come from the heart. It's kind of forced. That's what he said.
Okay.
Like you being generous in a way, but it's just like it's just like customary to tip.
Okay.
You go eat, everybody know you got to tip.
Okay.
What if you don't have money to tip?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, this is getting really interesting because now we're saying tipping is supposed to be generous, but it has divulged into something mandatory. Is that what I'm hearing from you guys?
I guess is that what you saying?
That's what it is.
Okay.
It's not that. That's what it is now. Because there's been
Okay.
times if you go out and you don't tip a waiter or a waitress.
Yeah.
There's been times where if you come back and they recognize you, they will tell you, "Oh, why didn't you tip me last time?"
Gotcha.
You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like now it's forced.
Okay.
You're not. It's not a free will.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I don't think it's supposed to be like that though. Because outside the country, it's different.
Gotcha. Okay. So now, I am going to make this a little bit more challenging for us, and we'll see where we take it from there. So, I think Prince mentioned earlier when he said that the restaurants are supposed to pay their workers. But now, here's the part where it gets tricky. These restaurants actually pay their workers. Servers get paid to serve. That's a fact. Servers get paid to serve, but since restaurants know that other servers may end up getting tipped, they really reduce the amount of hourly wage these servers make. And last I checked, I haven't checked in a while, but last I checked, servers made less than $6 an hour. I could be wrong. Someone fact check me on that. But servers make less than $6 an hour. And so they, in a way, rely on tips to make a full day's wages, if that makes sense. So now I'm asking you, now that you know that servers make less than the average employee or the average worker, even though they're putting in the same amount of hours, do you still think you are obliged to tip mandatorily, or would you say it's still an act of gratitude, or what would you say to that?
I feel like I still have to tip because personally, if I don't do it, I feel bad.
Okay.
I can't have someone walking back and forth getting me food
Okay.
and not showing my appreciation for what they did.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So I have to do something.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is the system doesn't have to be like that.
Okay.
Right? It has to be where a flat rate, let's say, $20 an hour.
Yeah.
Right? Because let's compare how much the company makes from the food they sell to people,
Yeah.
like the profits.
Yeah.
And then let's see if they were to cut out how much they get paid,
Yeah.
and let's subtract that from that. They make a lot of profit.
Yes. But that is the nature of the industry.
But-
Corporate entities are set up to make profit at the expense of the average person, and we have to pay for it. So
Of course, but then I never, it shouldn't be like that though. It's
True.
not supposed to be like that. It's
True.
not right. Because
Yes.
then, all right. So what if a waiter or waitress goes out to work for the day,
yeah,
and they don't get no tips?
that's a bummer because the restaurant does not step in to do anything about it, and which is why the tipping culture is so skewed in these days, because now servers are, they're getting, for lack of a better word, they're getting shafted, and now they're getting the gall, or I guess the boldness, to fully ask guests to tip mandatorily, because without that they would not be able to make ends meet. And so I guess, coming back to our initial question, would you say that, do you think we should tip now that we know this, or do you still think, if you get terrible service or something like that, do you still think these servers deserve to be tipped or not?
Okay, Ray. Before I go to that question that you just asked,
Yeah.
I think some works is kind of like a calling.
Yeah.
To be a server is like not everybody wants to do that kind of work because
Okay.
a lot of people choose to do that because they want to serve the people.
Okay.
Just like people decide for themselves, I want to serve in the army because it's my country.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I also feel like it's not against the law for a company to pay below the actual wages.
So when it comes to serving, there's a little bit of a caveat in that if they know that, well, let me put it this way. If you make substantially less at the end of the day, say you go throughout the day and you don't get any tips at all, they might give you a little something, but they know that, based on the average, I guess, workers or the average servers tip at the end of the day, they know on average how much you're supposed to make. And so based off of that, they usually don't end up contributing to the server's tip pool at all.
Okay, I think then that is the reason why most of the restaurant is trying to like actually know how much exactly you're making for your tip.
Yes.
So then they have to force it on the receipt or the invoice, so you get to know that you were tipped this amount.
Yes.
But I don't think it is the right way because it is something that you the one buying the food or going to eat should know. Oh, I just want to do it because
Right.
I like the way that they accepted me in,
Right.
So it's not something that they should actually force it on us.
True. So, going back to, I guess I've touched on this ad nauseum, but so now we know that these servers, good game, guys. Now we know that servers. Well, so let me backtrack a little bit, and then we're gonna move forward. So, given the nature of tipping being an act of generosity, as in people get tipped or people do not get tipped sometimes. And we've seen the TikTok videos of people crying because they don't get tipped and they don't know how they're going to survive. That is why restaurants and the food industry has decided to make gratuities. Well, some restaurants and some food industries have decided to make gratuities a mandatory part of our tipping system. So now, if you go to a restaurant and you have a meal or whatever, and the bill comes out and there's a mandatory gratuity on it, what do you do in that situation? Are we still willing to pay that, or are we still willing to even go the further mile and leave a tip? What are our thoughts on that?
I think we're just gonna stop eating and start eating home.
Okay.
I mean,
That's a really straightforward point.
That's not gonna happen though.
That's fair enough.
Nah.
Why do you think it's
I
fair?
think
though?
for me,
And then
I
they-
can
and then
cook,
they-
so I'm just gonna eat from.
We got a divided crowd out here, guys.
Only when I want to tell
On board.
We
now.
got a divided crowd right here, guys. So we're saying some of us are saying stop eating out
I
and
don't think
just
you can
eat
control
home.
that though, because that tipping is done after you eat your meal, right?
Yes.
So let's say, all right, you come out and then you leave the receipt with me.
Mhm.
I could write any amount on there, right?
But if the gratuity is mandatory, it's added to the bill already. So there's really nothing
Oh, if
to
it's
do
if it's
about it.
mandatory, then yeah, I guess I have to pay
That's
that.
the bill already. Then you don't have to pay any other tip.
Yes, but the point I'm trying to make is
Why do they have to add it to the?
yes, now that you know that some restaurants will give you a mandatory tip, are you still willing to go out there? Even
not-
though
yeah,
they,
yeah.
If they let you know before you come in, then it's up to you at the end.
Then we're not going to that restaurant. Fuck that restaurant.
You knew how it was before you came in. You get what I'm saying?
yeah, so what was your
Come
point?
in, they tell you, okay, you're gonna have the gratuity at the end, so it's up to you if you want to eat here or not.
Yeah,
And you agree. I mean, that means it's up to you.
okay.
You chose to eat there.
So like the thing is, the thing is, we're saying we're tipping out of generosity.
Yes.
I feel like it's out of guilt now.
It's out of
Guilty now.
mandatory.
It's like,
Yes.
yeah, it's mandatory. So it's like, why don't we just like actually tip based off? Why don't we just tip based off like the service, like if it was good or bad, and then tip off it?
Yes.
Just paying like a 50% or something. Boy,
So the I get the point. I mean, that's how it's been.
My bad.
That's how it's been for the longest. But the point is, like I said earlier before, these servers have been getting shafted, and we've seen them crying on the Instagram, on TikTok, and whatnot. So the issue really isn't that they're making it mandatory. The issue is the restaurants had to make it mandatory because people were not tipping enough.
But I mean, that's what we're saying though. Like, it's not. I feel like they trying to say it's not on you to tip. You know what I mean? It's not a fault they not getting paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's on the company or whoever like running the restaurant. Or whatever.
So I
It's
say,
on them.
if we're not tipping enough, doesn't the restaurant,
Increase the rate.
increase the rate of pay?
Because this is a corporate industry, they're in here for profit, and whatever they have to do to maximize their profit potential, they're gonna do that.
So I think just to save it, if we don't pay, it's up to the restaurant to just increase the pay.
They're,
We can say it that way.
but they're not gonna do that
Backing
though.
up for that,
Okay.
though, just going up
Okay,
for that.
so-
It's like it's not on us though. Like that's
It's
what
not
they're
on us,
trying
yeah.
to say. It's not.
on us.
It's not on the customer though.
If you're not happy about your job, I think there's a substitute. Why do you have to still?
I mean, but if no one is doing that job, then we know it's gonna happen.
But then they
True.
gotta increase the pay though. If
Prince-
we
Yeah,
just do it.
just to get people.
But
You know-
I get you though. Like,
100%.
Yeah, sometimes you have to fight for the things that you actually want because when COVID-19 started and some nurses were like, I'm not going to work because I don't want to use myself going out there because it's not safe for me to be outside, you know.
yeah,
And they were seeking for a lot of allowance and stuff like that. So they just have to stay home. And now people keep getting sick, so the government have to increase the money and give allowances so they can risk their life for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you think you serve at the restaurant and you're not paying much money and your tip is not coming in, you can just like there's a lot of job outside. You know, this is America. You know, there's a lot of jobs. So
True.
yeah, you don't have to kill yourself on one job.
Gotcha.
It's a lot of tips.
Yeah.
Do you know something?
Let's hear it, bro.
You know these workers, right? They get mad if you don't tip them sometimes.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But the point is, what if I don't have money to tip you?
that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you know.
Because like, you want to make quite quick. Maybe for music, I'm gonna tip you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Don't talk.
So don't get mad or like don't have attitude if we don't tip you guys. Like this dude, he works at like a piece of place, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel if somebody don't tip you? How does that feel, bro?
And you try
I mean, but that's different.
Yeah,
though,
but-
you know,
Okay, quick.
That's
Listen,
their problem.
you know, like these
Yeah.
delivery guys,
Yeah.
like from pizza, like
you know
pizza
that
place.
shit.
Yeah.
The thing is, you have to tip them. Like they wait for the money. They want you to tip them like right off. When you drop the food. You know, and it's some type of feeling. Like if you don't tip them, it's like they just keep staring at you.
Yeah.
Like what are you waiting for, bro? Move on.
Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm not about to drive like 5 miles for like a $100 order just to
And
get
you
to $5.
and you feel it. No feel.
Or more than
Okay. So
Nah, but I remember how I want.
just
Consequences now.
You want me to be cool?
What do you say? Be a bring a tip. What do you say? Be a win tip.
What you say, me?
Una uko. And
I almost have 5 more miles.
then
Yeah, you get tricky, Ghana, and not tip.
okay. So we've got some we've got some really
Yeah, because
So yeah, I feel like that's not their problem though, because they are underpaid, and so they expect a tip.
we're saying they know that when they went in that sometimes
See,
it might be
because
good.
they know a tip is involved.
I mean,
so
but I like what he's trying to say like, they view I good other days was when they bad.
True.
I know this.
And see,
Tim, I
like, yeah.
And I only tell you, baby, so we forget to tip them, like, you know, wait in the feet.
Yeah.
This shit is so bad now that like we'll call your takeout that.
Right.
When you go for a takeout,
Yeah.
they expect you to tip.
Yes.
You know the trick? They flip the screen to you.
Yeah.
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 No, flip your mouth.
Yes.
I've seen that.
Tip.
Yes.
For me personally, I know me feel bad, you know.
Right.
So it's not generosity anymore.
But nah, I think I'm more forcing me tip.
True.
I mean, but
Huh? Oh, no, people have it feel bad, bro. Sometimes.
maybe I wanna feel
And then I said, generosity.
No.
I feel bad. Let me say I'll feel bad.
I be feeling bad too,
Yeah.
bro. So
Generosity, Charlie.
So we've got some
Yeah, take out.
that's crazy. What drive you feel about before
Say what? When I yeah, like
And I'm about to my mom will
Days will have my mom tips. Days will have mommy. So I will know that.
So what could you 5 days near man tip now go so quiet?
Yeah,
How do you feel?
I wouldn't say I was
Don't dash in your tribute down.
right. So
Middle town, how baby? And you will be able to make a crime issue. Yeah, I'm going to come here. But I recommend you one crumble.
who do you matter for first?
Okay.
Like, if people like tape you, I don't know, but you have this feeling like I want to work hard.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like see, kind of when you're different feeling.
True.
What I say? Oh, I mean, you be on the side.
Right.
You have to like move on. You know what I'm saying?
No, on on tell so no drive come middle town. And I drove.
Yeah.
So called that's what you have. No. Check this out, right? And say can nipa and tipo how would you feel?
Honestly, man, on me.
Okay, obey okay, I don't na would
Okay, because any of you are going to me. It was a side job.
And yes, I say. So, okay, so call middle town, like, you know, drove all the way to middle town. Okulungu. Okay, and Nipana Mausika.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How would you feel? I show. Debbie.
Like it's life experience.
Okay.
Okay.
And so I can't kite.
When you take them, hopefully different, so they're kind.
Okay.
But another also we do why do
See, no.
See,
It applies. It can in a way apply to static out. Maybe I need to know maybe I'm man. I didn't why they want break. I take it out like around 10 p.m. all the time. Right now, my coach maybe like many at least 3%. Oh, maybe I need to break. To me, I feel bad. It can apply to all the also drive a car, you know. But I say, I catch them and say, oh, I changed, you know. It's not feel bad. No, you gotta be generous. At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. Yeah.
But like,
I mean, that's the whole topic, though.
Hey,
yeah,
being generous. What I say?
Yeah.
Only say and I say. When you're at restaurant, I'm upon 10. Right now, I take it out. All corner. I bought a fan said 958. I was so I'm wrap it up. Near my normal. I'm not telling my train. I'm before you answer. Oh, like.
I need a sacrifice. Me who say a sacrifice because the time.
What do you mean by sacrifice?
The actual time is past, but like that person is trying to be there for you at the moment, so you have to show appreciation.
Yeah, but appreciation is it the same as sacrifice?
We need a new player.
That person is sacrificing, so you have to appreciate what that person is doing.
Okay, this I don't. Would you like tip?
Yeah, I will.
Just because I sacrifice the money.
Yes, I will, because on the much work, energy, time. So yeah,
it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same.
Okay. Let me say this. Don't get me wrong. Tip is a good thing, right? But at the point where they are trying to force it is what I'm against.
Right.
It's a whack.
Okay, and also, most of the jobs that we see around here, they pay like $15 an hour. Even some of the warehouses.
Right.
But let's say you do a delivery of 5 miles. DoorDash pays you $15 and you get a tip of $5. You're making 20 in that hour. And maybe that hour you can do like two pickups and drop offs. So if you get 15, $5 tip, you're making like $40, right?
Yeah.
Calculation, that's why you be at your file.
Yeah, in an hour, right? But somebody's in the warehouse lifting and doing everything but making $15. So it makes you feel like, yes, you're doing the thing and you can do it. So in a week you can clock out from DoorDash with like a huge amount of money that people can really make in a week based on the tips too. So it makes you feel good when people tip you. But what I'm saying is that if you were a worker, don't really focus on that to the point that you get frustrated when people do not tip you. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yes.
Oh, your DoorDash into we want food. We want food.
I just drive, I drop off, you give me something, thank you. If not, I leave.
Okay.
But DoorDash, right?
Yes.
So when you pick up, right? So you pick and choose.
Yes.
So if you get $6,
According to
we're
the
picking $6.
$6.
Yeah.
$6 flat.
$6, like, okay, deliver this food to like 5 miles or 4
Okay,
miles.
so they give you the money according to the miles that you have to pay.
Yeah, but like the amount $6, right? Go to 5 miles. We're picking.
I will not.
Exactly. And the same thing as to be a Juma restaurant. You know,
Because sometimes
this person is getting paid like $6 an hour.
Exactly.
So when not tipper, she's not getting anything. Or
Right.
anything.
Honestly, we need that.
oh, David.
So it's a choice.
Because
All the necessary. Oh, yeah, okay.
You know, yeah.
But who yamo yeah.
No.
That's what you're making it seem. I'm not saying it's sanity. That's what you're making it seem like. Because me make say me tip you will be for takeout, you know. What's it me?
Not about you feeling bad.
Huh? No. But that's legit. Because I think that is so factual.
That's the topic though. Being kind,
Oh.
bro. What you say?
I think
Do
everyone
you
is
ever
fine
own your
with
man?
something.
Who you? What Ghana? Spotify.
See, the thing is, say tip on the air by force. You know, I don't think anybody agrees to that. Like Obia
That
agree.
is not my games, right?
But we'll compare doing DoorDash to Obi Oyedmo restaurant and Kasa. DoorDash, you can choose not to pick the order. Obi
Yeah.
say own pick it.
True.
But when you're a restaurant, you don't pick and choose. Like the BI, it's either you or the other person. Into DoorDash, you a choice.
With an own.
Wait me deny $6. Wait me deny $7. Wait me pick it $10, which is good money. But so me my restaurant, I mean to me, and deny $6 because it's always $6
Exactly.
and not $7.
Exactly. Which is why they've made it mandatory gratuity.
Yeah.
No. That's why we haven't.
When you tip us, we can't bill no. When you move
Yes, which is why it's mandatory gratuity now. Yes, so we're gonna get into the comments on the gram a little bit, and we'll see what happens. I've got a comment from Rejoice. She says, "I think tipping was to ensure quick and good service. I agree with that, but now it is a form of bonus or extra on top of a wage. I see no lies told there." She said again that tipping is usually in European culture, and you can't just take it out. Okay, so we're gonna try to wrap this up. We've been going for a while. I'm gonna go to every individual here, and you tell me what you think about mandatory gratuities, and if there's any solution you have to it. Do you think adding mandatory tips to a bill is a good thing or not? Let's start with you.
I don't think it's a good thing.
Okay. How would you solve it?
If I have to solve that, one, me personally, I know my budget for the day and for the week.
Okay.
So I know where to eat.
Okay.
I know where to be at every moment, you know.
Okay.
So it's just going to be hard for me to go to Capital Grill once I know the money I have in my pocket can't take me there, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, so McDonald's is going to be okay.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So we've got Kay here, and he says that he's looking at it in terms of the consumer's perspective, and he said instead of going to a restaurant with mandatory tipping, he would go to an alternate restaurant that does not use mandatory tipping. Okay.
Based on my budget.
Yep. Gotcha. You're next,
For
man.
me, I don't think forcing it's a good thing. It should be out of you know, like out of your heart. Be like, okay, I want to tip.
Okay.
I think the solution at the end of the day said add it to the bill.
Okay.
Like don't make it say, oh, you're gonna tip. Don't make it say I have to tip.
Okay.
Just gotta say, okay, if you're on the price you will.
Okay.
Until we in the price now, ya charma. Wait a second.
Okay. So the next solution we've got here. The next solution we've got here is that add the tip to the meal price, so we don't even know that we're tipping at all, and we just get it done.
Get it done.
Yep.
And then if we tip, oh well.
Yes. Exactly. Well said. Up to you, Steven.
Yeah, I feel like they make kind of but then again, another solution is like increasing the wage.
Yep.
You have to go to work and be thinking about, oh, if I don't get tips, I'm gonna be paid $6 an hour. Like it's kinda messed
Exactly.
up, you feel me?
Okay.
So it's up to like the big companies, corporate, whatever you want to call it, to increase the wage.
Okay.
But then you know what I mean, tipping is like you saying, it's really mandatory. It's like something you want to do.
Yeah.
So like, so me bana me didi now can say, oh, men tip it. Like it's like if you are crying my baby, I said, say that's some style.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. So Steven is saying increase the wages, don't make tipping mandatory. All right, son of David. Let's get it.
I just think at the end of the day, you should tip based off how good the service was.
Okay.
It shouldn't be like something that you have to do. It's a must.
Okay.
Because it's your money. So if you feel like the service was good enough, you give a big tip. If it wasn't, you give the smallest amount possible or no tip.
Okay.
That's just you.
All right.
That's what I just think.
Gotcha. Okay. Next.
If you lose a cost over for yeah, I can't find on tip on the mom and pop. If you may know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It means your pocket,
Okay.
your wallet, whatever.
Yep.
You know, just don't let them force you to do it.
Gotcha.
Do it.
Yes.
Be generous, man.
Okay.
Be kind.
Yes.
That's it. Just
Yeah.
put it this way. Hey, yo, what? Cowbed, how would you feel?
Okay.
You don't put it on this work and all that. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Who said me sipping wine?
Oba Naso can say, oh, you have to tip me out. So that no man.
Yeah, Charlie. Remember before show food. But I may feel it any like different way. Like, Obanaka said, tip me. You don't know why Obisa said tip me. It be quiet. Your friend is saying, "Ne buy yare." Yeah, yes, Canada. Only the Obisa catch us said, yo, can you like get only baby? Yeah,
Right.
we stranger now about what trust in its own food and be so. You trust these people. I'll meet you. What do you do?
Right.
What's that? Yeah, and I make I say, oh, the video boom can not what do you know what I'm saying? By I said, Okochipo, right?
Right.
I won't go this year. Put him this kind of thing. Let him as a tip. So I be be boom call it's my catch up before so ready. We go akudi. By a restaurant do our car. Just I will say the deviants and right then. What tip you on?
Yeah.
It's a okun.
Okay.
What I say.
Yep.
But I feel like I said, let's just be generous, man.
Okay.
I think some tips do come with prices.
Charlie, you only arguing I made you. O quite tip, o tip a giant.
No, so you know, or know about the price in there, bro. Right?
Yeah.
That's any by force.
Yes.
I didn't any force.
Yes.
People never taught them. Mr. President Michael, anyway, you know me all the time. Mr. Moment tip you be I feel bad by the imagination in the market. I don't have to tip you. I said, no, it's kind of mini bill. Me para na tip you. The way I was forcing me say me try. This way me force say me try.
Me jene mini bi
I feel like say
No, the thing is right. Maybe they understand. Wait, waitress and I wait and now you if you feel like say or take me by force the same thing my but I could pay my for be.
Okay.
No, to me personally, maybe they me tip it. We go out all the time. Every time I tip. But so oh expect to say will be better tip every time. The amount of page man for be man for when him but two musical.
Probably every time.
Because everyone is not the same. Me, I'll tip you. But obi how about ni sika na asan.
Right.
Boys will move pure money money pia. I'm the last person will be no the better you and
Okay.
Shoes I can see.
Sa. Be am penny. Intino. I feel like say I know they do on it there compare you for be.
Okay.
But as normal people know they all can cry.
Right.
They between be am. What you say? Oh, and they dependent.
We are diverging from the issue.
If you are working, let's stay
on point.
Oh, and yeah, you know what I mean? I did between you and free now, but yeah.
Right.
This I am from Mr.
Boss.
We are drifting. Okay, so back to the issue at hand. We've got Mickey, and then we should be good to go.
Bro, you gotta be
Yeah, of course.
So, mandatory gratuities. Do you think we should have them, or if we don't have to, what is your solution to the issue right now?
Me feel say I will say by force. That one I agree.
Okay.
Only because me feel that they are underpaid.
Okay.
And without a tip, they are basically going home with nothing.
Exactly.
And so the only way to solve it is to increase the wages.
Okay.
Or maybe like add the tips to the meal or something,
Okay.
the bill.
Gotcha.
And then we pay for it. But
Okay.
yeah.
But boy, so me.
Because you know, be a better tip you.
Yeah, no, I get it, but see me issue in here like my issue is with
Corporates.
the corporates, yeah. Cause like some year my mom also because $6 an hour.
That's low
Without any tip.
though.
Yes.
Like
That is why I said.
yeah, but okay. See that's crazy. Because say okay, Obia or Yajuma restaurant. It is I say oh because of pay or whatever. Okay, I'm the best level.
They'll increase. Because they don't have workers.
Exactly.
In the money Yajuma.
Yes.
Okay.
Like maybe I can say me Medjuma. Maybe I can say me Medjuma. Maybe 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah. Well, that's your bills.
Judgment 1 week and I wouldn't say because
No.
Facts. That's facts.
Yeah.
The moment I open
I my phone in Jaya, I would say
Now, because this has been going on for so long.
Right.
Because Adrena Awono, obviously the same Adrena. Like a group of people have the same Adrena. But so much judgment in there. Or it's never had a different person.
Yeah, it's like McDonald's.
Yeah, so it's like it's useless. Yeah, like Ujayo. Yeah, no, never on the Sika crack. Semi giant now. Or they will hire like a new person. And to Uja, you know, is in vain. Cause
Right.
then what?
Okay.
Okay.
McDonald's. You'll be X. So I tell you. Before I say obey what I just obey.
To me, I feel like said. I also would create like a system that like protect these people.
Which is the mandatory gratuities.
And it's and no more yana me obi could do restaurant to meeting.
Then it's
See?
a
You know what I mean?
Who won't call by my love?
My love. Se me nkwa my love unko.
Anyways, by the way, my love.
okay. Gotcha. Okay. We're gonna read some more comments and then we're gonna wrap up from the show. I've got a comment from 269.8074 and he said justice for my DoorDash people. I think he or she thinks that let's see, tipping should be mandatory.
Money who said justice for the DoorDash people. We don't care. Go be in the company
And 269 said again that there's food at home and that nursing is different from waiters. I don't know the point they're trying to make over there, but yep.
I said you know with you.
Yep.
So there's food at home. Nursing is different.
And then I've got
I mean, it's fair point.
Odogu Aziza. I got Odogu Aziza who said most make their money with tips for real, and so I think he thinks tipping should be proliferated in the system as well. Well, guys, thanks for hanging with us. It's been a fun one. we'll be coming at you again pretty soon. Make sure you stay tuned. I know the gram handles went over the screen. So let's stay tuned. Let's stay locked in, and we'll catch you on the next episode from Thoughts Express. This is Ray, and we're signing up for today. See you guys.
All right. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you.
Hi, Indiana.